Okay, so you're curious as to how we can expand on what we've already learned and maybe find something new. So at one point in our processing stage, we got to a point like this where our target star looked really weird and it didn't fit with our data or what we hoped we would see. And that's because in this frame, the multi-plot reference star settings, two of the stars were a little funky. And then we can tell because they're yellow. They're out of linearity limit. So that means that they're not consistent over time. And so we can't compare T1 to those two. But if they're not consistent over time, then maybe something else is going on with them. So what we can do, let's go take a look at let's close our plot for now. And let's make sure you close the measurements tab, otherwise the next processing will look really funny. So this was our target star, and I just happen to remember that these two stars are the ones that are a little weird. So these three stars are all linear, we know that for sure. So we're going to sweep these, and we're going to decide on a new target because, oh, hold on, did I press that right? So sorry, go back to the multi-aperture settings. Make sure that this is not selected. Use previous 6 apertures. Make sure that is not selected. So we had our target star, which was here originally, so we don't want to click on that. This time we know that this star and this star are kind of weird, so let's take a look at this star first. That's going to be our new target star. We know that these two stars are fine. As is. Did we get that on right? Yeah, we did. As is this star. So we know that the 3 stars that are now selected in red are linear, so that means that they're not changing brightness, they're not having other stuff pass in front of them, so they can be used to compare target stars here. Let's try something I haven't done before. These are all check stars, the red ones here. We want to add a target star because I want to check out this one too. So we're going to try pressing Shift, yeah, Shift, and then left click. Perfect. So now we have 2 target stars. This is the first one, this is the second. Let's give it a run. So right now it's plotting the first target star. We can get rid of, on this other window here, we can get rid of these markers because it's not related to the exoplanets the exoplanet that we were looking at before. So we'll get rid of those markers and just see what happens with these ones. All right, so data's finished running. So the reason likely that this one is out of its linearity limits is because of these frames here. So your options now are to go check out those frames, see what's going on, or contact one of us to see especially if you found something interesting. So we're going to also take a look, since we had a second star, we'll not plot this anymore. We're going to instead plot that second check star. Let's give it a line so we can see it. Oh, and it looks like it had a big jump here. Now that might just be incidental. We may need to take more data, or we could look to see what that star is if it's in a catalog, and see if there's been maybe an exoplanet transit in front of it. Who knows? Could be. This could be the pass, and that could be it coming out of the transit. So in short, to find out new stuff, if you want to find new exoplanets or maybe variable stars or something weird going on, what you have to do is just know that the linear stars, know the ones that you can compare them to, and then just start checking other stars in your frame, see if there's anything else going on. Thanks for joining. Hope you guys find something cool out there. If you find something out of the ordinary that you think is worthwhile sharing with us, please do let us know, and we'll see if we can help you figure out what it might be.